Thank you guys. So, is yesterday's class is clear? Yesterday we have worked with multi-dimensional arrays, got idea where they are used in real life. See the number of examples what we practice, there is no limit on that. That you need to understand, but you have to be very, very clear with the concept. And again, I'm repeating, you have been given access to a wonderful learning management system which has wonderful content. Each and every piece of the content is created by me only, by keeping all the requirements of the industry. After interacting with hundreds of employees in the IT industry, I created this particular bundle. So I'm requesting each and every student to finish this first course, computer basics. If you have done well and good, then you start with the second course, programming basics, logics and techniques. This is totally a 6 hours program. Once you have done that, then you start with C programming language. And this particular course has 20 different modules. Okay. The first one is you can download the PDF course material. And after that, the actual programming journey will start. So first module is just to understand what programming is. Second is just to understand what C is. And third module is like how we can get started with programming. So after nearly after 15 lessons, 15-20 lessons, you'll write your first hello world programming example. So from this, you can understand that the level of foundation what I have given, that will really help you to learn any other programming language in the industry with no time. Okay. And after that, only the sequence programming model, 25 lessons. Then you can see selection. And again, you can observe wherever necessary, I have given hands-on lab that you have to practice by your own. And if you are failed to do it, like if you want to know how the hands-on lab will look like, then you can just click on start. This is how you'll find the couple of programming examples. This is how you'll find the couple of programming examples. And if you're unable to do it, then it's okay. What you can do is you can click on this link and automatically you will be redirected to the solution section. And you'll find solutions to each and every programming example what I have given to you. With complete detailed explanation. So I want you guys to finish all these modules along with the live training, because in this each topic I have explained at very minute level. Of course, it's going to take some time. This is not like a fast track course. It's going to take a lot of time, because we can observe in just operators, to explain all the different available operators, I made 12 lessons actually. In loops, you can see 40 lessons are there. And you can observe. So there is a lot of content I have provided to you with deeper explanation. So along with my live classes, if you do not consume this particular content, then you won't be really justifying to your learning journey. So Triveni and Upender, see that you can take out some time and you work on those modules also. Okay, so now we'll see few programming examples. So what I'll do is I'll create one array. I'll create one array of some 5 by 5 matrix size, and I'll fill it with random numbers. Okay, so first of all, you just work on that integer, and you can give any array name, like I'll say ARR. Then I'll say 5 rows and 5 columns, comma, you declare one row index as well as the column index, I comma j. It's not compulsory that you have to take I comma j only. You can take R and C also, anything of your choice. X, Y, A, B, any variable name you can take it. Now what I want to do is I want to fill this 5 by 5 matrix with random numbers. So to work with random numbers, there is a header file called stdlib.h. Include this header file. And now begin with the loops. First, like r equals to 0, r is less than 5, and you can say r plus plus. Then you can say for c equals to 0, c is less than 5, c plus plus. And now you say ARR of r of c. R is 0, c is 0. Means in 0, 0 location, one random number you have to assign. So to assign random number, C programming language provides a function called rand equals to rand. And this rand function will generate some random number. But what I want to do is, I want to assign just a 2-digit random number. So we just divide it with 100. It means, suppose if you have a number like 25,468, and if you say percentage of 100, you'll get 2 digits reminder. The 2-digit reminder we are assigning to this array. But every time whenever you are generating random number, you want the different unique random numbers to be generated every time, not same. For that, you need to use a function called srand, and you can set time of 0. So if you want, like, what is the use of srand, then let me show you in Google. Okay, why to use srand and rand in C. Now you'll get, see, rand function generates a pseudo random number whenever it is called, whereas srand seeds the random number generator and sets its initial value state. That's nothing but srand, for the first time, it will generate set of random numbers, and it will give you the same set of random numbers every time to you. That is the reason we have to set a seed value. Seed value is nothing but we have to set some initial value. And every time whenever you are running the program, the initial value has to be changed. That's why what I'm doing is, I am passing time function, which will return the current system time in milliseconds. And every time whenever you run the program, the time function will generate a different number actually. So as the seed, as the srand function is getting every time a different number, that's the reason it every time generates a different random numbers actually. So you can see here, rand generates a pseudo random number when it is called, whereas srand seeds the random number generated. So anywhere you can check it out, they will find this explanation actually. Okay, srand is used to initialize the generated pseudo random number by rand function. It does not return anything. So every time you can get a different random number. So if you want to confirm whether we are getting every time different random numbers or not, then what you can do is you can print these numbers. So what I'll do is I'll use the same for loop as it is. And here, this time, I'll use the printf function. I'll say %d, and I'll say /t. and I'll say ARR of R of C. And after printing first row and all the columns, I want to send the control to the next line. So 2 lines gap I'm giving. You can just have a look, and you can see the 5 by 5 matrix numbers are generated. You can run this program once again, then you'll find some different random numbers. So now what I want to do is, I want to print the diagonal elements from this given matrix. So diagonal elements, can you tell me what will be the diagonal elements of this matrix? Diagonal elements. Is it 64, 71, 15, 82, 98? Just confirm diagonal elements. Very good. So the simple logic is, this is 0, comma 0. Is it clear? And this is 1, comma 1. Means here you can see 0th row, this is first row. 0th column, first column. Means wherever your row and column values are equal, are same, there you will get the diagonal elements. So what you can do is, you can simply write one more for loop, here, and print the heading as printf diagonal elements, and you can say printf /n, and you can just put some underline here, and you can say simply /n here, and here don't print as it is. Don't print as it is. What you have to do is, if R is equal to C, then you print the element. Else what you do is, you print space actually. You print space. You print simply space. Then what happens, you'll get exactly the way the diagonal elements are represented. So you can say simply /t, and you can remove it. That's it. Now simply you can run the program and see like how you are getting the values. Let me give /n here and see the output here. So guys, once confirm, are you getting exactly the diagonal elements? 8, 48, 14, 84, 23? Just confirm. Very good. Now, suppose if you want to print the upper triangle is nothing but 54, 77, 13, 51, that particular data I want to print it. What I can do is, I can use this same piece of code here. I'll just copy paste it here, and I'll say upper triangle. Upper triangle. So can you tell me upper triangle is nothing but what values you want to print it? Wherever the column value is greater than, wherever R value is R row is less than C, then you want to print it. Let's see actually what output you are getting actually. Can you see this? See here, this is the actual matrix here. 33, 31, 1, 2, 20, 32, 20 is the diagonal elements. Upper triangle is nothing but you want 98. You want 21, 82, 28. And after that you want 31. So can I say wherever R is less than C, or you can say wherever C is greater than R, that values you want to print it. So this is known as upper triangle. And one small change, R is less than C, will give you the lower triangle. R is greater than C, will give you the lower triangle. So guys, understood? Single program, only one small change, equal to diagonal elements, greater than C lower triangle, less than C upper triangle. Nikita got clarity, understood what logic is all about. One small change can completely change the game of your program. One small element. If you update it, everything will get changed. Upender, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll try to perform a search operation on this data. So I'll just remove this piece of code here. Now I want to search for an element on double dimension array. So this will be your original matrix. I'll ask the user to choose one number or the key element, and that I'll display at which row position and at which column position that is available. So you have to declare one variable that is key, and here you can say printf enter key number to search. I'm asking the user to search for one number. Scan of percentage d, comma ampersand of key. If now what we have to do is again you have to take this for loop as it is, but this time we are using this for loop to search for an element, not to print. So remove this print statement here. Okay, remove this slash and also, because our goal is not to print, our goal is to search. I can say if the key, that's the thing, but the value what you have stored inside the key is equal to ARR of value which is there at R comma C position. And if the data is found, what you can do is you can say break. You can update one status variable like found, and you can say y, and you can say simply break. So declare one character variable here, say character found. Initially, you keep the variable n inside this, the value. So once the status of this found variable gets changed to y, it means the data is found. But there is a problem in this example. Can anyone guess and tell me what is the problem? This will not work properly. Can you guess what is the problem in this example? Anyone? Guys, do you know how the break keyword works? What break will do? Can you tell me?
It breaks the in that loop only, like
Yeah,
only if condition, not it for and
it's not if
outer.
actually, it's not for. Generally, the break will come out of this loop actually.
Yes,
Means
sir.
break generally terminates the loop, not block actually. Means not if block, it will terminate the for block. So it will come out of this loop actually. But where you want to send your cursor control? Out of this for loop or not?
Out of for this loop. So use go to function.
Very good, very good. So you should not use break statement. If you use break statement, what happened, again, you have to write one statement here. If found is equal to y, then again you have to write break here. Again, you have to write break here. So that's the reason while working with search operation in a double dimensional array, you should use go to, and you can use one label like uh, success. Like label name is success, any label name you can give it of your choice. After coming out of this loop, you can say success colon. So this is actually the label is. The control will come out of this loop, and here you will see if the found value is y, then you will say printf percentage d is found at percentage d comma percentage d index. In the first place of percentage d, you say key value, and second r, third c. Else, you can say printf percentage d is not found, and you can say simply the key value. Now, once run the program and check it out how it works. It's asking enter key number to search, and I'll say the key number is 90. So this is like zeroth row, first row, 0, 1. So at 1 comma 1 index, the 90 number is found. And you can see here 90 is found at 1 comma 1 index. Now you may ask me, sir, if 90 is available for the second time, no, second time it won't check actually. Why? But why? Because generally search is performed on unique elements. But still, if you say that if second time is also available and you want to check it out, then simply you do one thing. You write this message found at so and so location inside this if condition, and don't say go to or any break, and you repeat the loop till the end of the array, so that wherever the data is there, there it will display it. So understood, guys? Everyone got clarity on this? This is how.
Yeah, okay, sir. But
Yeah,
in that program, 90 repeats 2 to 3 times.
yeah, that's what I was
Then,
saying. Don't write go to actually.
okay, we need to write printf statement in that loop.
In that loop, you write printf statement.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, okay, sir.
and generally what you do is you can say if found is equal to n, then only you print percentage d is not found actually.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Let's run this also and see which number is getting repeated multiple times. 99, am I right?
Yeah, 99, sir.
Yeah, let's see 99. It says 99 is found at 1 1, 99 is found at 2 2. We'll do one thing. I'll just use
/n.
/n here, and let's run it. Which number is repeated
Sir,
multiple times? Is 35 is repeated? No.
13, sir.
13, very good. 13 is repeated. Now can you see 13 is found at 2 comma 2, 3 comma
Yeah.
0? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So this is how we work with double dimensional arrays. So till now we have worked with numeric arrays, but sometimes we need to work with character arrays also. Group of numbers is known as numeric arrays. Group of characters is known as a character array simply. So, and a character array is also known as strings. A character array is also known as strings. So now let's try to understand how to work with strings in C language, or we can say how to work with character arrays in C language. Say, for example, you want to read in name actually, then you'll say character name of 20. Then what happens, like in memory, the space will be allocated for 20 characters like this. Each and every character in the array is identified by using its index 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Imagine if you store a name like Ravi, then how this name will be stored? R will be stored at 0th index, A, V, I. But in case of strings, at the end of every string, a special character will be added That is known as null character. This is known as null character. Why null character is required? Why? Because in generally in case of strings, when you reserve 20 spaces for the name variable, we won't enter all the 20 characters because it is not compulsory that every name should have 20 characters. That is the reason strings are terminated by null character at the end actually. And throughout the string handling, this particular character is very, very important to write programs. Without this particular character, it will be very difficult for us to work with string handling. Now, what I want to do is, I want to read a string and that string I want to display it. So first simple program I'll exploit. What I'll do is, I'll say character, the name of 20. I want to read a string. So I'll say print of, enter your name, then scanner, percentage s, ampersand of name. And this name you can print it as it is, like percentage s comma name. Run it. I'll say Ravi. You're getting the name as it is Ravi. But I don't want to print this name Ravi like this. I want to print R first, in the next line A, in the next line V, in the next line I. So if you want to print individual characters, then you should not print the whole name as it is. You have to work on at each and every character level actually. And we know that we know that the in array the first character is stored at 0th index. So you can say slash and percentage C and name of 0th index, you can use it. You can use 0th index, that's fine. You can write one printf statements and you can use it actually. Now, what I'll do is I'll write these 4 print statements, okay, and I'll change this indexes to 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. Now let's see how this program works. I'll say RAVI, and can you see each and every character individually it is displayed. But do you think that this is the complete solution you can offer to anyone? No. Why? Because if you enter a bigger name, then it will print only first 4 characters. And if you write 20 printf statements, then also there is a problem. So the best way for this is use a for loop. Use a for loop for I equals to 0, because the first character in the array always is stored at 0. And the name of I is not equal to null character. Means if the character which is at that particular index is not equal to null character, then I want to enter into body of the loop and I want to print that character which is there at that ith index. Now the benefit is whatever the name you enter, it will print that particular names, all the characters till it reaches to null character. So guys, if I ask you that I want to print the length of the string, yes, what you can do simply, you can declare one variable called length initialize to 0. Instead of printing this characters, you can increment the variable like length plus plus. You can increment the variable like length plus plus. So every character, when it getting visited, it will simply increment the length variable's value, and at last you can say print of slash and number of characters or percentage d comma length, you can say. Simply run this. And I'll say Ravi, it says number of characters are 4. But you need not to write this much of logic actually for this. C programming language comes with some inbuilt functions. And these string related functions are stored in a header file called string.h. So include that header file and you can say length is equals to, the function name is strlen, and you can pass this variable. Now what happens, automatically the length will be calculated and you can say length of the string is percentage d comma length. Without writing any logic, you can do this. It says length of the string is 4. But there are no ready-made functions available. There are no ready-made functions available for each and every requirement. That is the reason you are forced to learn the programming logic. For example, if you ask the user to enter the full name, enter your full name. Full name means like first name, middle name, last name. Then you should not use scanf, you have to use getS. GetS function can read data along with spaces. Now length function, what it will give you, it will give you, like I'll say Atish Kumar Jain, it will give you number of characters. But my requirement is not to find number of characters. My requirement is to find number of words in this string. My requirement is to find number of words. So guys, can you tell me, is there any function in C language which can print number of words like this strlen? If you are aware of that, let me know. Is there any such function available? There is no such function available in C language which will give you the number of words in a given string. So for that purpose, what we have to do is we have to write our own programming logic. So how to find? So you have to declare one variable called words. Initially, I'll initialize with 1 actually. And then I'll write the actual program logic. The logic is right from beginning with 0th character till I reach name of I not equals to null character, I'll say I plus plus. And I'll say if the name of I is equal to space, means whenever I get the space, then I want to increment words plus plus. And here, after coming out of the loop, you can simply say number of words are, and you can print the words. Simply run this and check. You'll get comfortably like number of words are 3. So why I have initialized the words variable to 1? Why? Because in a 3 words string, how many spaces you'll get? Or if I enter a name like this, are you getting any space? Means by default, a word will not have any space. If you are giving space, it indicates the second word has started. That's the reason we have to initialize the words variable to 1, so that by default, whenever you enter a word, the words variable will have the value 1 actually. Because in a single word, you won't come across any space. So this is what actually the logic is all about. It's not compulsory that every program you write that you have to initialize with 0 only. Sometimes we may need to initialize a variable with a different value. Like this, there are so many programming examples are there related to strings. I'll explain one example today. One more example. You can see here, I'm writing like a statement, hello world. You can observe. And here you can see something like change case. When I say uppercase, everything is converted into uppercase. When I say lowercase, everything is changed into lowercase. So do you know how it's happening? Behind the scenes of MS Word, a program is running actually. Upon the clicking of this particular option, that program is taking whatever you have selected inside a variable, it is doing some operation, and again it is displaying the result on the screen actually. So if you want to know the logic behind that particular program, then definitely I can teach you that. So here my requirement is to read a string, read a string or read a full name and display that in capital letters if it is entered in lowercase, or if it is entered in capital letters, then it is lowercase. If it is entered in lowercase, then it is capital letter. Now, here what you have to do is you have to check each and every character. Like if name of I is greater than or equal to 65 and name of I less than or equal to 90. So guys, can you tell me what is the ASCII code for 65 or 90? For what this purpose this ASCII code 65 to 90? What they represent actually? Yes, they represents capital letter.
Capital.
Then what I want to do is I want to convert them into lowercase. Then I will say name of I plus 32, because for every uppercase letter and lowercase letter 32 difference is maintained. Means if capital A is 65, lowercase is 97. So 35 plus 65 plus 32 will give you 97. Else, if name of I is greater than or equal to 97 and name of I less than or equal to 122, then put char name of I, you have to say minus 32. If it is lowercase, then you convert into capital. Else, if there is any space, then you print that space as it is. You print that space as it is. Now, simply run this program and see what kind of output you will get it. Sorry, put char, char. Spelling mistake, I have corrected that. Now I enter my name in lowercase. And can you see everything is converted into uppercase? Now, I'll enter everything in uppercase. Then you can see everything is converted into lowercase. Like this, we can practice hundreds of programs, like checking how many capital letters are there, lowercase letters are there, or checking how many vowels are there, consonants are there. This is the basic concept that you can traverse a string right from its 0th index to till null character, and you can perform the different kinds of operations on each and every character level. This is about strings. In tomorrow's class, I'll explain you few more examples on string. Till now, you just try to practice this. Tomorrow, I'll explain you proper case. Triveni, yesterday you were asking to explain one code actually. Do you remember?
Yeah, sir, understood, sir.
So this is the basic level of that. But tomorrow I'll explain you the proper case. In proper case, each and every character, is it clear? If each and every character, like the first word, first character of each and every word should be capital and rest should be lowercase.
Yeah, sir, okay, sir.
Okay. So Upender, if we enter both letters, but I need capital or small, how should I write the code? So Here what you are doing is, if it is capital, converting it to lowercase. If you are lowercase, you are converting it to capital. So whatever you enter, you want only in lowercase or only in uppercase? Just let me know that.
Sometimes capital, sometimes small letters.
No, no.
Depends on
Sometimes
my need.
means like what, like how you define your need actually.
Before you shown in MS Word, na?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Directly I tagged one time I dragged in capital letters, next time small letters, next time proper case.
Then what you
Like
have to do is you have to create a menu actually. Menu.
okay,
One uppercase, two lowercase, three proper
next
case. Like this, you have to write a menu actually.
okay,
In that, if the user chooses one actually, that's nothing but capital letter.
okay,
Then what you do is, if it is in capital as it is, you print it. Otherwise, you say plus 32 and then print it actually.
okay, sir.
If the option two, lowercase, because in C programming language, you cannot do this selection kind of process. Am I right?
Yeah, yes,
That
sir.
is Windows programming again. But the underlying logic is this one only.
Okay,
Okay, so you can create a menu actually. Whatever I have shown you in MS Word, what you have to do is you have to create a menu out of that. One uppercase, two this one, three this one. Then you can ask the user, hey, enter your name, and then choose
which
an option from the menu,
font you want? Okay,
whatever you want. And then you can continue. This will be a small project again for you
okay, sir.
because you'll get like 2 to 300 lines of code here
Oh,
because you need to write first menu designing. Am I right?
yeah,
Print of main menu, underline, one uppercase, two lowercase, three title case,
proper case.
proper case. There is one more case like zigzag actually. One letter
Zigzag.
upper, lowercase, lowercase, upper, lower, upper, lower actually.
Okay, sir.
So that is zigzag case, what we call. And there is one case like title case. In title case, only the first character will be in capital, remaining everything will be in lowercase actually. Proper case means every word's
Single word.
first character will be in capital, remaining will be in lowercase actually. So like this, you have to design one menu first, and based upon the menu, you have to keep on writing the code.
Using switch case operator in that program.
Right, right, using switch case. But actually, what happens, if case one actually, what you have to do, you have to write very big program there. Am I right?
Yeah,
That's the reason you have to try that example after learning functions concept. After
okay,
learning functions. So what happens, switch case, if the option is one, you call uppercase function. Case
yes,
two, you call lowercase function. This is nothing but dividing your lengthy program into smaller chunks actually.
yes, sir.
Otherwise, it will be very complex for you to write this code. Why? Because you'll write case one. After that, like you'll get 10 lines, and there you have to give break. Because every case should be followed by break. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And you'll go mad like where to start and where to end actually. So generally that is not recommended. It's recommended to use
Function.
functions for such kind of requirements actually.
Yes.
Okay. Is all your doubts clarified, Upinder?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, great. Happy to see you like working aggressively. So guys, tomorrow we'll continue with a few more programming example in strings. And after that, we work with the next topics, whatever the topic comes after string handling. Okay. So thank you so much.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
can I share my screen, sir?
Yeah, just a minute. Yeah, share it. Upender, ask what's your doubt is.
For completing her doubt, I will share my screen also.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So you're getting words as 1, you should get words as 2. Am I right?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So words equal to, you have to use single quotes because you are comparing a single character actually, not string. Name of I equal to, you have given na space. That space you have to write it in single quotes. That's it. Now try once.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
But what the difference, sir?
No, double quotes you use it when you want to compare string actually. But string is nothing but group of characters. You cannot compare a string with a single character. What
Yeah,
name
but
of I will contain? Name of I will contain a single character.
single character. Yeah, sir.
That character may be a space again. So you have to
Yeah,
compare
sir.
with
Okay.
same one. Okay, great. Upendra, you can share.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
This one, sir, I got this error.
Which one? Password check.
Yes, sir.
Enter your password.
This one. If I enter with space, it
Okay.
doesn't ask this type of error statements. Directly it will use error. Where should I write if condition? This space.
Which space?
Line number 22 on to 26.
See, here PSW1 of I. What is the I value? Tell me first.
For loop,
No, no, no. See, why you are checking? Because the code is there actually. No, no. See, your program won't go in reverse order. Am I right? Right from top, you just tell me, explain this code actually. What do you want to achieve? You declared integer I. You said password W of I equal to, that two you kept single equal to. So are you assigning space somewhere, or you are comparing? Like what is the goal you want to achieve there? And I didn't understood what is the value of I there. Here only you explain it, don't go down, because the program will start executing right from top to bottom, like from main function it will run. Am I right?
yes, sir.
Then you said PSW of I equal to space. Like what you want to do actually there?
If I enter with the space
With the
in
space means
string
where
letter,
where in between.
in between,
Then
string.
how it will understand actually? Point number one. In between space, it won't understand. Na? First thing, when you declare I value will have some garbage value. Okay, if you do not
Okay.
initialize to any value, and
Okay.
there is no double equal to for comparison. So the complete line number 22 to 26 is completely wrong. It won't work actually.
Yes. What should I do?
No, see, if you want to check for a space in between, then you have to write a for loop and then you have to check it on each and every character. See,
Okay, sir.
this line number 22 is completely wrong. Why? Because you said PSW1 of I. What is the value of I? Where it will check? There is no clarity. There is only one single equal to. So comparison also not there actually.
But my question is,
Yeah.
I'm checking password. First time I entered one password. Next
Okay.
time rechecking password.
Okay.
Like validation.
Okay. Then you
If
can
I enter
send.
first time, if I
Then you
enter first
no no.
time with
Then you
space.
use strcmp function string compare, and you can check whether both strings are same or not.
Okay, sir. Validation that is okay. But
Okay.
when I enter in first time with space
Okay.
and enter,
Then you have to
it
write
doesn't.
for loop. Now we have seen some example, like if you want to convert a string from proper like capital letter to lowercase letter, then what you are doing? Are you checking each and every character,
Yes, sir.
or you just check the number of words program? Like have you written simple if condition, or you have checked each and every character and you are checking whether there is a space or not?
Checking each and every character.
Then we are not doing that.
Before program in YouTube, this is before program.
No,
First
no,
time,
no, no.
again rechecking.
Okay,
Successfully done its password. My
okay,
question is, when I
yeah,
enter first time in Upender with the
okay,
space,
okay,
it doesn't ask in re-enter your password. Directly it gives error
okay.
like this one. Please do not use spaces. Please enter your password without spaces. Like that
You should write logic
question
for
came.
that actually. You have to write logic for that, for
Yes, sir.
checking whether you have written whether your password contains space or not.
Yes, sir. When I
And that
entered,
logic you have to use it by using for loop actually,
okay,
because this line number 22 will never check na. PSW of I equal to space. What is I value?
okay. First we need to initialize the i's value.
I value, if at all initialize to 0, then it will check the first character whether it is space or not.
Okay.
You have to
Use
check each and
for
every
loop.
character, na?
Yes, sir.
Then you have to use for loop and there you have to write it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And that
Okay,
too,
sir.
single equal to you have written, you have to write double equal to for comparison actually.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then
Next
also
for
it will
loop.
not work actually, but without for loop, this will not work actually. For loop you
Yes,
have to use.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Try it. Still, if there is if you're not getting after writing for loop also, then we'll see. Because the first thing, this is not the correct way. You have to check like this. See how you are checking each and every character actually.
I didn't understand, sir.
No, this is the code you have taken from a YouTube video. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
But you are trying to write your own logic to check if the spaces are there or not
Yes, sir.
actually. But for that, you're not understanding the process. How can you check actually whether a password contains a space or not? You have to check each and every individual character and check whether it is space or not. Like for number of words, how I have written, that logic you have to write it.
Okay, sir.
Number of words program I have written just now. That logic you have to write it.
Okay, sir. I will try.
Okay, try that logic. And after that, if you get space now, you display this message and no need to do flag and all those things. You can simply say exit actually because you don't want to continue with the program. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Then you can simply say exit.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Fine, try it. Otherwise, we'll see tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Bye.